hear from Mr. Davis. As I mentioned before, Derek Davis is the director of Harvard Law School's program on the study of the profession of law, and also a Nye High School graduate, which is one of the main reasons he's here. And because I hijacked him, he had no choice, really. He will have to leave us right afterwards. He does have to travel to Boston tonight, as I said. He's got an important meeting or two tomorrow. So without further ado, Mr. Derek.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you. If you'd been sitting at our table, you would have learned that I was not supposed to be your speaker. I'm the runner-up. But notwithstanding, I'm not a favorite, though. So that's an inside joke at the table. But well, in all seriousness, I have prepared remarks tonight because I think this is an important occasion. Mock trial and what your kids did this past year is an important process in their evolution in education, and hopefully in higher education, and quite possibly on to the legal profession. So Duncan called me a few weeks ago and asked me if I'd do this, and then he called me a week or two later and said, "What are you going to talk about?" I said, "Let me tell you what I think you should talk about." And I said, "Sure, I'll talk about whatever you want me to talk about." So the topic of my talk tonight is, how did we get here? And where are we going in the legal profession? And I have a few short remarks that I don't want to stand between you and the rest of the program. I'll begin by telling you who I am. Again, I'm Derek Davis. I am a proud product of Nyack Public Schools. I'm a graduate of Boston University College of Arts and Sciences, where I found a new friend here and taught there many years ago. I'm also a graduate of Boston University School of Law. I've lived in Boston for more than 37 years now, although I still call Nyack my home. It will forever be my home. And I've been living behind enemy lines. I'm still a Yankee and Jets fan. I'm sure the Giants fans didn't like that. And let me congratulate you parents, because I think all the young people here should give a great deal of appreciation. Thanks for your parents for their support in this endeavor, because you could not have done this without them. Before I begin with the substance of my remarks, I'd also like to take a moment to thank Duncan Lee. I actually met Duncan probably over 45 years ago when I was 10 and he was 18. We can laugh about that. But I was in junior high school, as he's mentioned. And Duncan asked me to talk to you about the legal profession in general, and more in particular what we do at the Center on the Legal Profession at Harvard Law School. I've practiced for now 30 years. This is my 30th year in the practice of law. So let me begin with some perspective. 40 years ago, when I was entering Nyack High School in 1979, Duncan had just gotten his doctorate, we did not have cell phones, or personal computers, or the internet. FedEx wasn't even an idea. And we still had large cameras that took pictures with film. That's how we developed photographs and made movies. Fast forward, my first year of practice in 1989. Cell phones were about the size of a shoe. I'm sure you probably saw some of that in CNN in the 80s. And personal computers are almost as big as a cabinet. And the storage for that information could take up a whole floor of an office tower. They were big and bulky and expensive and slow. FedEx was still just a fad. Snail mail was largely what we had to depend on to get documents out the door. Large law firms were booming in all of our major cities, in New York and Philadelphia and Los Angeles. They had hundreds of partners, dozens of associates, and paralegals, and lots of other people helping them. And they were printing money, and the hallways were paved with gold. Let's fast forward to 1999. Y2K. No, it's not a sneaker, and it's not the name of a famous boy band. It was actually something every business and every institution and every industry and our government was absolutely petrified of. And they were petrified because they knew at the end of the age of this former millennium, the digital commerce was going to change. And nobody had any idea what was going to happen. Some thought on the midnight of December 31, 1999, when the clock struck 12:01, planes would fall out of the sky. Computers would stop running, we'd lose all of our information, and the world would come to an end. Well, planes didn't fall out of the skies. We woke up the next morning, there was a whimper, and the end of civilization as we knew it did not end. Or did it? Did it change? In 1999, this country and many countries around the world took a major hit. The dot-com bubble blew up, and many people invested in companies that were just an idea, that had no brick and mortar, that was just a concept on somebody's sheet, and some kid walked in with a sweatshirt and a hoodie and said, I got an idea that's worth $1 million, people invested in it. Well, the economy tanked. And law firms around the country and around the world suffered. Some closed, some shuttered their doors, some merged. Now, I'm not giving you a history lesson, which many of you already know. There's a method to my meaning tonight. I'm trying to impart to you that, much like any industry, the legal profession, which is a